Welcome to Living in Tucson, your Tucson real estate connection. In this episode, I'm going over my monthly Airbnb case study update. We're on month 11. We've got one more month to go. It'll be 12 months. And in next month's case study, I'm going to go over the overall picture, going to compare the short term versus the long term, and give you my overall opinion. So let's dive into this month's Airbnb case study. Hi, my name's Tyler Ford in Tucson, Arizona with eXp Realty. My wife Mimi and I have been investing in long-term rental properties in Tucson for over 30 years. We've never done an Airbnb, but have always been intrigued with the short-term rental model and the income potential. I've represented real estate investors to help them find and buy properties for short-term rentals and have been blown away by the numbers they've shared with me, especially in the summer months that a short-term rental can be profitable in the heat of Tucson during the summer months. In February of 2022, we bought a property that we did a complete demo, remodel, and fully furnished it. We've now been a short-term rental since May of 2022. We have a 5-star rating on Airbnb and have earned Superhost on Airbnb. We are documenting the journey and doing a case study to compare a short-term rental versus a long-term rental and what it's like to host on Airbnb, plus share all the things we've learned along the way. Please subscribe to our channel to continue to follow our short-term rental Airbnb journey. Hello, my name's Tyler Ford, Tucson, Arizona with eXp Realty, and welcome to this episode of our Airbnb case study. And this is month 11. We've got one more month to go. We're doing a case study over 12-month period to compare a short-term rental versus a long-term rental. And 11 months ago, we decided to buy a townhome and turn it into an Airbnb. And the main reason for doing it is we've got long-term rentals that are single-family homes that we were considering converting them to Airbnbs, knowing that we'd be more profitable. But the question was, would the extra work be worth the extra income? And I have to say at this point, we're not going to convert our long-term single-family homes into short-term rentals. It is a lot more work than we thought. And at the end of the day, we're going to keep the townhome as an Airbnb because it is the perfect property for it. It's got really no yard maintenance. It's easy to maintain. But again, the conclusion that we've come to is, yes, we're making more money, but no, it's not worth the extra effort, especially on a single family home that has a lot more than just the inside to maintain. So going to dive on into this month's Airbnb case study. Before I dive on into the numbers, I like to go over the good, the bad, the ugly, and luckily this month there was no ugly. Each and every month there's usually been something weird to kind of report on, or a new system or something that we implemented, but as of this month there was nothing weird. We didn't really implement anything new. Feeling pretty good about what's going on in terms of our systems. I do have to say, as the temperature has started to rise here in Tucson, the snowbirds are starting to leave. Things are definitely slowing down. But the one thing to report is in the first 4 months of 2023, we made more money, or right about the same as from June to December of 2022. So again, we did really, really well the first 4 months of the year. And again, Airbnbs, regardless of where you live and where your property is, there's definitely some seasonality in terms of when you're going to do really, really well and when things start to slow down. But again, the one thing that always intrigued me is a lot of people that I talked to said that you can be profitable in Tucson in the summer heat during the summer. And it was exactly that. To this point, there was never a month that we actually lost money, and we did end up making money throughout the summer of 2022. So that was good news. But I have to say, going into this season of the summer, things seem to be a little bit slower. So we'll see what happens this summer. So with that, I'm going to dive on into the numbers. So breaking down the numbers for April 2023, we did have a profitable month, but things are definitely starting to slow down. So our gross rental income for April 2023 was $3,473.05. We had dues and subscriptions, which is price labs. It allows you to do dynamic pricing and adjust for seasonality and kind of keep ahead of the trend in your competition. It's money well spent, $54.96. And then our total expenses were $1,696.93, of which we had $126.98 property taxes. Interest expense was $456.09. We had utility cost of $405.17. Insurance $72.19. HOA $180. I paid the HOA for 2 months, so that's 2 months of HOA. And then house cleaning $346.50. And then windows and doors. If you go back and look at our last month's episode, we had somebody damage one of the doors, so we had to do repair that door, which was $110. And if you go back to last month's video, you'll see that was the ugly last month. So total expenses $1,696.93. So our total net income for April 2023 was $1,721.16. So definitely a profitable month, but not as profitable as we've had for January, February, March. So things are slowing down, but again, still a profitable month. Now I'm going to break down our P&L from June of 2022 to April of 2023. So again, going on 11 months. And going to break it down just to give you a bigger picture of what we've done for almost a year now. So our total income for the last 11 months, $37,762. We had total expenses of $18,014.02 for a total net income of $19,747.98. And again, the next video I'm going to break it all down, but we're definitely more profitable. It's been more work than I thought, but definitely more profitable. And in my opinion, if you're doing, a condo, a townhome that's not a lot of yard maintenance, and it's close to where you live, that was a big thing for us. We wanted to be close to it so we could easily manage it. It's definitely worth it. So again, total net income now for the last 11 months, close to $20,000. Not bad. Well, that's it for our monthly Airbnb case study, April 2023, month 11. Got one more month to go. And at the end, next month, I'm going to do a breakdown of the short-term versus long-term and give my opinion as to whether or not it was worth it. Definitely know we'd been more profitable, but it was definitely more work. So stay tuned next month for our last episode of our Airbnb case study.